So that's Michael Bublé. Hang a shining star across the highest bough. Have yourself a merry little Christmas now. I met the gentleman who said he wrote that song. When I look at the sheet music, it says that two people wrote that song. And one of them was the guy that came to our chorus class and said that he wrote the song. But he didn't say that he wrote half of the song, and he didn't say he wrote the song with a friend. He didn't say he and another songwriter wrote a song. He said he wrote Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas Now. And he wasn't that old. Like, that's an old movie as far as movies go. It's a good movie. I like it. Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas is from Meet Me in St. Louis, which is St. Louis and St. Louis, which annoys me, like which one is it? And that version that we just heard 2 seconds of was Michael Bublé. So Michael Bublé this year, I noticed, maybe he did it last year and I didn't notice, or maybe I forgot, but this year he's really a strong contender for Mr. Christmas, because he's got Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas Now, and then he's got the Mariah Carey song, and Baby Please Come Home for Christmas, and shoot, I wish I could remember. But that's enough. They're playing a lot of Michael Bublé this year. And the radio station I listen to, Legends 100.3, also plays a lot of Michael Bublé when it's not the holidays. And so I have a confession to make. I just turned the corner. I just liked him. In the past, I didn't like him. Not sure exactly why. Something to do with the fact that he was sounding retro. But there has to be something else to it, because when I heard Harry Connick Jr. for the first time in When Harry Met Sally, that was retro. And I, for a minute, was trying to figure out which songs were Frank Sinatra and which songs were Harry Connick Jr. And we had the chairman of the board and the vice chairman of the board. And at that time, I didn't like Frank Sinatra's voice as much as I like it now, but I immediately liked Harry Connick Jr.'s voice. But later, when I became aware of Michael Bublé, I didn't really like it. But there's nothing wrong with his voice. There's nothing wrong with Harry Connick Jr.'s voice. And Michael Bublé, like I said, is in the running to be Mr. Christmas. This morning, I was using the McDonald's app, and it is Christmas time featuring the Mariah menu at McDonald's. And I cannot picture Mariah Carey eating at McDonald's. I know when she went to Wendy Williams, she brought fine china so that they could eat off of their fine china, and I assume a delicious meal to go with it. And I just don't see her having much to do with McDonald's. But good for her, you know, everybody can advertise whatever they want to advertise. But my point with Mariah is they called her in the McDonald's app this morning, they called her the Queen of Christmas. Now, I remember when her Christmas album came out. It was accompanied by a really nice photo shoot. She looked really cute, young and pretty, with the modified Santa outfit. It's probably too short. She tends to wear dresses that are short. I'm not sure, but she looked very young and pretty, and she sounded great, and it was a good Christmas album. But that one song came out, and suddenly she's the Queen of Christmas music. And I'm thinking, what? Amy Grant has released, what, 10 Christmas albums, 8 Christmas albums. I don't know, a lot. Sandy Patty's released a few Christmas albums. Of course, they're not going to be the queen of anything except for maybe Christian contemporary music or worship music or something like that, unless something really changes in their career. But the queen of Christmas has the one essential song of Christmas. Well, Karen Carpenter has a couple, and Johnny Mathis and Burl Ives and now Michael Bublé. But as far as queen of Christmas goes, we've got Brenda Lee, Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree and Jingle Bell Rock, and I really like Leanne Rimes' version of Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree. But I guess Mariah's the queen of Christmas now, so yay for her. And Michael Bublé's in the running for the king. This year we sure have heard a lot of the Beatles, the ex-Beatles, doing their Christmas songs, and lots of Winter Wonderland, lots of Let It Snow, lots of Dean Martin, and the big winner is Sleigh Ride. Carol of the Bells is close, but we've got lots of instrumental versions of Sleigh Ride and lots of vocal versions of Sleigh Ride. So Sleigh Ride's the big winner here in South Florida as far as Christmas music goes. A couple in the others in the running are Silver Bells and It's Beginning to Look a Lot Like Christmas, and Faith Hill, her first Noel duet with Josh Groban, but also her solo Where Are You Christmas song. Beautiful song. I just found out today that she's starring, or I think starring, or she's in the television show Yellowstone. I'm so out of touch with TV. I had no idea that she and her husband were in a current television show. Good for them. So as far as Queens of Christmas go, I don't think I've forgotten anybody, but I can tell you they don't play enough Ella Fitzgerald. She's the voice I want to hear. So, and the Kings of Christmas, Michael Bublé is just slipping right in there. Good for him. So that's it. That's the latest episode of Carl Turns on the Radio, listens to 1 or 2 seconds of a Christmas song, and starts talking. So if you are looking for a movie to watch, Meet Me in St. Louis is a great choice. Lots of versions of Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. I think I've only heard one version of Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas of at least 20 that wasn't good. It's just a really good song. So there you go. Tune in next time for Carl Turns on the Radio, listens to 1 or 2 seconds of Christmas music, and starts to talk. Good night, everyone.